was uncle. What the hell did you just do? There's a lot you'd have to know before you could understand what you saw. Mine is just a reflex organ. Reacts to everything. Talks when that ranch. I don't know what to do. Everything has a purpose, even this. And it's up to you to find it. A warrior does not give up what he loves. He finds the love in what he does.
I don't think your leg is the only thing that got broken.
The doctors have told me you will never compete again. Throw out everything you don't need in here that is keeping you from this moment. You'll be amazed at what you can do. I call myself a peaceful warrior because the battles we fight are on the inside. This moment is the only thing that matters.
Are you paying attention?
Best Buy invites you to see.
Are you paying attention? I love it. I love it. Let's go. Let's go. Good morning, family. Rise and shine. Another blessed and grateful day. And we are officially starting off the week. It is Monday, TGIM. Thank goodness it is Monday. The growth includes Monday. Fired up, ready to go ahead and dive into today's topic. I've got a great topic. As you can see, for many of us, we've heard the stereotype. Money is the root of all evil. And today we're going to be talking about, is that true? Or is that false? So let me go ahead and go live on IG because this is going to be a big one. Money is the root. So as we go ahead and dive in, what is everybody grateful for? Let's drop a little bit of gratitude down into the chat. Grateful for God, grateful for the mind, so grateful for the body, for the spirit, to be alive, right? To be well, to be honestly growing and thriving in 2023. Lady Boss Nikki, I see you tapped in. Here we go. Let me go ahead and get live. But drop your gratitude down for the day, and we're going to get rolling into this phenomenal topic. True or false? Awesome. All right, family. So I love it. I love it. Grateful, so grateful for the dream team. We had a deep, honestly, past couple of days over the weekend, really getting clear on where it is that we're going, doing evaluation. What is that we did well? What can we do better? What can we grow coming into 2023? So there's so much abundance flowing in, family, and honestly, I'm ecstatic for it. I believe this is going to be a year to 10x what it is that we've done in the past decade. So get ready. A lot is coming. Grateful for everybody. So let's get into it, right? Today we're going to be talking about, is money the root of all evil? And to be honest, this has been a topic that I've been talking about because I had my own perceptions about what other people think. But to be honest, at the end of the day, this is a topic that most people need to know and need to understand because this is true, right? Here's what I've come to realize. Money is not the root of all evil, right? At the end of the day, what is that we do with money can absolutely be evil. But at the end of the day, it is what it is that we do with it, right? Money, at the end of the day, volumizes the person that you are. So as we get deep in today's training, I'm excited to get into it. But this might, get the wheels turning. This might shift your perspective. So get ready for this one, right? 11:11, paint your vision, and let's go ahead and get into it for the day, right? So here we go. Let me go ahead and pull this up. So today, this is going to be coming once again from the GOAT, Sean himself. But when I tell you, this is something where I've come to in the space of entrepreneurship, right? You guys start to realize a couple different things. At the beginning, it is all about money, right? We have bills we have to pay. We have things that need to get done. But when you start to think about this, watch this, okay? There has been more money created in the past 200 years than the entire existence of man up until 200 years ago. Think about that. There's been more income created in the past 200 years than the entire existence before that. So what does that mean? Times are changing, right? Everyday technology is adapting. And I don't know if you guys know this or not, but the number of millionaires is literally is going insane with the number of percentage of people who are starting to learn how to tap in to skill sets just like what it is that we have here. being able to learn how to make money from home, being able to learn how to actually, build an e-commerce store, right? All of these different things that we're diving into, this is the difference that's going to separate the 3% and the 97%. Because here's the deal: going to school, I want you guys to drop some threes down below if you guys went to college, right? Drop your major down below. Let me know if you guys went to college, and let me know what your major was. And then I want to ask you a question to follow that up with. You ready? So for me, I have 4 years. I have a bachelor's degree in college, and my major was marketing, right? And here's what I ended up noticing. The whole time that I went through school, right, I never really learned how to truly make money, right? Lady Boss Nikki was in business, right? I love it. So if you guys went to school, drop down what your major was, all right? Fran was an RN in nursing. So let me ask you guys this, okay? So we went to school. I paid $33,000 to be in debt. I don't know how much you guys paid, but here's the funny part about it. I never learned in a D1 business college, I never learned how to make money. Isn't that interesting? I spent 4 years, $30,000 supposedly learning from very successful individuals, but I never was taught how to make money. Right? At the end of the day, we learned nothing about money. We learned nothing about credit, right? A whole other thing that most people don't teach. These are wealth hacks that the 1% knows, but most people, you only know what you know, right? You only know what your circle of influence is talking about. So for myself, getting out of college, I didn't know the power of credit. I didn't know the power of being able to have your money work for you. I didn't know the power of being able to build your own business sitting right at home. But when you know better, we can do better, right? So here's a couple of different things that money represents that I want to go ahead and put it in a different way, okay? Money represents stored energy. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but when you think about poverty, right? What is one of the biggest leading causes to divorce? It's poverty. And that's interesting enough because we talk about it all the time. An extra $500 a month in 2019 would have saved 60% of divorces. Think about that. Just an extra $500 a month. We literally made that in the past 3 days inside of the e-commerce store. Knew nothing about it 60 days ago. So it just goes to show these are skill sets that if people knew what they have right in their hands, right from their phone, you can literally create a store right on your phone, list the product, put up the price, put out ads right from your phone, even if you didn't have a laptop. This is the day and age that we're actually living in right now. So understand that at the end of the day, money represents stored energy. Money represents the best things people have to offer. And this is coming straight out of a leadership book. Okay, this is not from me. This is coming from John Maxwell himself, right? Money represents the best things that people have to offer. Money is a symbol of productivity and achievement. Money is live. Money is full of freedom and the love of humanity when you're able to do it the right way. And this is exactly why Sean talks about leaving a generation to impact 600 years down the road, right? Think about that. Or no, I'm sorry. Leaving an impact that touches 600 generations, not 600 years, 600 generations. That's a whole different level. And the only way to truly do that is to be a person of service, because Jim Rohn, drop it down below. What does Jim Rohn talk about all the time? He says service to many leads to greatness, right? Interesting enough. So if you think about it, the money that we've made right now is a direct indication of the value that we've been able to bring to the market. So for myself, making $10 an hour cooking cheesesteaks, guess what? My value is worth $10 an hour, exactly what I was getting paid. So I had to learn as I evolved as an entrepreneur, as being somebody that's going against the grain, what type of value am I really bringing? Because actually my bank account is reflecting whatever it is that I'm putting out. You see, for every input, there's an output. So if we keep looking and wondering why the output's not there, stop looking at the output. Let's take the time to go look at the input. What are we giving out every day? What are we learning on a daily basis to go out and pour into others? Okay. Money is a symbol of productivity and achievement. And the last one, money. This is interesting. He said making money equals not a spiritual defect, but the highest form of contribution. So it's the same idea. Lawyers are getting paid a lawyer salary because of what type of impact they're actually making. So being an entrepreneur, there's no limit to what is that we can do, right? At the end of the day, you get to choose your income. You get to choose how much you want to go out and make. You get to choose what is that you want to go out and create for yourself. So a couple of different beliefs about money, right? That most people growing up until 18 years old, this is probably what we've been designed to think. But I want to go ahead and switch a few today. Ready? This is going to switch everything. Number one, money is a good thing and it's fine to love it. Number two, wealth is an effect and the cause of creating value. To increase the effect, we have to increase the cause. Just like what I told you guys. This is big if you can really catch this. You ready? Number two, for more money, we need more value. Earl Nightingale, he talked about we are rewarded by how we do our job, multiplied by the number of people that we serve. I'm going to say that again. If you don't know who Earl Nightingale is, he probably wrote one of the most influential audios and books ever written. It's called The Strangest Secret. There's a lineage that if you really want to study the 1%, there's a reason why they have what they have, and you take the time to learn. They all have the same patterns that they talk about. And this is one of the main things. I'm going to say Earl Nightingale again. He said, our rewards is by how we do our job, multiplied by the number of people that we serve. So let me ask you, how many people did you serve in 2022? Because whatever the answer to that number is a direct correlation to the income that you made. Whether you want to hear it or not, that's the truth. So if you want a 10x in 2022, here's a QLQ. Who do I need to become to 10x in 2022? What type of value do I need to give to 10x my income in 2023? This is the evaluation that we all went through talking about 2022. We evaluated the value that we gave, and now we're implementing a whole different level coming into this year. How loud are you going to be? It's called omnipresent. People can look left, right, up, and down and see where it is and who it is that you are. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Snapchat. This is called building your brand. And if you really want to be able to 10x what it is that you're doing, it's going to take getting bold. You can have the best products, you can have the best skill sets, but if nobody knows who we are, if nobody knows our value, then we're a ghost. So it's going to be important this year to get bold. So number 3, 4 beliefs about money, right? That you might have never thought about before. Money flows to people who treat it well, and it flows away from those who don't. What does that mean? Money flows to those who treat it well, and it flows away from those who don't. Drop a 3 through 3 down below if you feel like you've had a budgeting problem in your life. I'm going to drop my 3s down below because I've been there. 1,000%. But guess what? You're not alone. This is most people. In fact, for most of us, we know how to make money. It's easy to get a job. It's easy to go to college. It's easy to find something, maybe 2. But here's the hard part. The hard part is actually knowing what to do with your money. The hard part is knowing how to keep your money, because it's not about the money that we make. It's about the money that you keep. Somebody can make $100,000 a year, but if your expenses are $70,000, you have $30,000 left. So maybe you're living above your means. Maybe we're spending things we don't need to be spending money on. Maybe we have subscriptions that are on autopilot that we haven't even checked, that we've just been dropping money in the bucket for the past couple months, just because we're not aware of our finances, because we haven't budgeted. Once again, this is something they don't really teach. So this is 1% hacks that I had to learn going through this journey that really changed the game. So the last one, here's number 4. You ready? Money expands who you already are. I was literally just talking about this before this call. Somebody asked me, D, what do you think about money? I said, whatever type of person you are, it's going to volumize that. So if you're not a great person, you're probably not going to do the best things with money. You're probably going to splurge on drugs, alcohol, going out, liabilities. But you see somebody that's intelligent, somebody that has awareness, that knows how to budget, that knows how to invest, that knows how to look at the long term and not the short term, that's a whole different person. And this is what we've been striving to do, right? This is where the unpersonal development comes in, taking the time to read books, listen to audios, go to events, get around mentorship. This is keys. And if you don't have that in your life, you've been looking for it, I strongly suggest you take the time in 2023 to go ahead and find yourself that community and that mentorship circle. For the dream team, we're locked in, you already know. So here's how I want to go ahead and end off today's call. You ready? We have three parts, right? When it comes to our thinking, we have our conscious brain, we have our unconscious, and then we have our subconscious, right? So what does that mean? Our conscious brain, that's things that we're conscious about. You had to be conscious to get on this call. You had to literally click. You had to look at the button. You had to click it to actually be able to get on and get on here. That's conscious. What is subconscious? Subconscious is the thoughts that you might think about when you're at home and alone at nighttime, when nobody else is around. The thoughts that are starting to flow through your mind, right? Your dreams. If you guys didn't know this, if you were to document your dreams over the past week, over the past month, you'll start to notice a lot of these has to do with what it is that you're subconsciously thinking. It could be fear, doubt, anxiety, but if you really paid attention, you're going to notice that your dreams are actually going to give you a lot more than you ever knew, because it's giving you an idea of what you're subconsciously thinking. That's why I fall asleep to audios. People that travel with me, they think I'm a nut. They think I'm crazy. But this is what I studied from Austin, from Matt, some of the top 1%. Going asleep to be able to influence your brain in the right way at a subconscious level, this is where the real magic happens, at an unconscious level, right? Subconscious, unconscious, unconscious, be able to use these three together, this is where the magic happens. So conscious, this is where you know what to do and you're actually doing the action, okay? If you're unconsciously doing something, somebody tell me down below, what's the difference between unconscious and your subconscious? Who can go ahead and give me a guess? Who has an idea? Okay, so here we go. This takes time. What's the difference between your subconscious and your unconscious? What's the difference? That's why I tell people it takes real time to do the deep work. Okay. So Bob Proctor is really big about all three of these areas. So I'm actually going to drop a video down in the chat today so you guys can really study the difference between all three of these areas, because all of these actually play a major role. But I'm going to give you the definition for your unconscious. You ready? The part of the mind which is inaccessible to the conscious mind, but which affects behavior and emotions. Right? That's your unconscious. Now I want to give you the other side. Here's your subconscious. Here's the difference. The subconscious part of the mind, right, which is not fully aware, but which influences one's actions and feelings, right? My subconscious fear. A lot of us, we've built fear subconsciously because of the experience, because of everything that we've been through in life. But you know what's interesting about fears? There's only two fears that every human's born with. Number one is the fear of heights. Every human is born with that. The second fear is the fear of loud noises. Believe it or not, every fear on top of that is developed through our experiences in life subconsciously. So when we flinch at certain things, that's from our experiences most of the time. That's instinct. So this is big to be able to understand the difference between those three. And here's how I want to close off today. You ready? People ask all the time, what is the reward, right? What is the reward if I go out and I start giving value? I want to make this very clear, right? The difference between being at a job and doing what it is that we do, the pay is indirectly. You don't get paid immediately for the work that we do. At a job, you work, you get paid, you work, you get paid. Here, I'll give you an example, right? Neno's done free calls every day, giving value for 3+ years straight. And now he's been rewarded the spot of Bob Proctor. Now he's an MMX educator. So now he's going to be getting paid a 6-figure income just because he's been able to be consistent for a period of time. So once again, service to many leads to greatness. So are you willing to be consistent long enough to reap the benefit of the reward that you guys start putting out? Okay. So and this is big, right? So my question to everybody today is, have you thought about your brand? Have you thought about what you stand for? And have you thought about the value that you're going to be pouring out into 2023? Because here's the deal. There's no limit to what it is that we can go out and achieve this year. I'm telling you right now. This is why these skill sets, it goes two ways. Not only can we learn them, but they can be duplicated. Anybody can actually dive in and learn to do what it is that we do. And guess what? Now you become what is called a person of service, being able to give back. And this is one of the most fulfilling feelings. It's cool to make money, but I'm going to tell you what, there's nothing that feels better than seeing somebody come in. Shane has a perfect example. He just had his brother come in. He was skeptical for 2 years, didn't even want to trade. He actually comes in, takes advantage of the go live. You know what's funny? He was making 6 figures at his previous job. Shane, how much did he make in what period of time? No income claims, right? Past results don't guarantee future results, but this is the truth. When you really believe that you can actually become more and do more, the universe starts to open up for you. So he pretty much made in a week what he was making in a whole year, making 6-figure income. Let's just say that. So believe it. If you can conceive, you can conceive the idea. If you can actually believe it, you can go out and achieve it. He just said he made more on one day trading than his job. Yep, I love that. So yeah, you never know. You never know what somebody coming in can do with this information. I've seen it myself. I've had 19-year-olds that knew nothing about trading, but they were coachable, they were teachable, and in a matter of a year's time, let's just say he's making 6-figure cheeseburgers. So there's a reason why some of us are so passionate about this information, because it is whatever you want to do with it, right? We can give you the tools, we can give you the information, we can take you to the water, but nobody can make you drink it. That's the thing about success. Nobody can want your dreams more than you. So when you really believe it, and you know what's inside, you know the value that you have, you know the love that you can give, I'm telling you, everything that you want is as close as your skin. It's game over, as Deanna says. So family, that's my training for you guys today. I love you. I appreciate you. If nobody told you today, I'm proud of you. Go out and be great. This is the beginning. You have a brand new 365-page book that's, guess what? It's blank. There's no ink on it yet. So whatever it is that you did in 22, take the lessons, take the experience, take the wisdom, and know that you can literally recreate this entire book to look completely different like the last. Look at this. You see how beat up this book is? Look at this. This is a funny story. I've had this book since I was like 13. I got it as a gift, right? And when I was traveling, one of my family members, she was struggling as an alcoholic, and I sent this book to her, and we ended up reuniting, and she gave it back to me the other day. But look how beat up this thing is, right? This is one book. So you might have been through alcoholism. You might have been through drugs. You might have been through loss of family. You might have had so much go down your life, and your book looks beat up. But here's the deal. This year, you can go ahead and write a whole new one that is a whole different energy, whole different aura around it, and you can create whatever it is you want to create this year. So family, go out and be great. I love you. It is your favorite entrepreneur, Define Dreams. And here's what I want to leave you guys with, right? I'm talking about money today. So there's a reason why I'm showing you guys Think and Grow Rich, because I'm giving you a little hint, right? If you go inside of this book and you go to the table of contents, right? This is my Bible. I bring this thing with me everywhere. And you go in the back and you go to chapter 15. Here's what it says. How to outwit the 6 ghost fears, right? There's 6 fears that every human being has, believe it or not. I can promise you that. So I'm going to skip to it right here, page 261. And I'm going to show you why today's topic was money to start out the new year. Because I'm very intentional with everything that I do. So here we go. You ready? Chapter 15, the 6 fears. Look, let me show you something. If you have your phone, screenshot this. Right here. The 6 fears: the fear of poverty, the fear of criticism, the fear of ill health, the fear of loss, of love, of someone that you know, the fear of old age, and the fear of death. And if you look at poverty is actually the biggest fear for most people. So this coming into this year, we're becoming dangerous to the fear of poverty, becoming dangerous to the fears of limited thinking, dangerous because we're not worried about other people's approval. So family, go out and be great. It is your favorite entrepreneur, Define Dreams. Remember, we can be, do, and have anything that we hold in our mind. We can hold it right in our hand. Coming in 2023. I love you, family. Go out and be great. Let's go out and make it happen. Appreciate you. And the 20th to the 22nd, we have Alex Morton, Break the Code. I'm going to be dropping the event flyers. This month is going to be filled with a lot of value, a lot of momentum. So get ready, fam, because we are just getting started. Dream Team, let's go. It's game time. Sheesh.